In my last video about the biggest mistakes people make on NoFap, I mentioned the natural sexual state of the mind. Actually, I mentioned this in a lot of my videos. I believe that this is a state that you should aim for or at least reach unconsciously on your NoFap journey. Once you reach this level of NoFap, you will understand what this journey is all about. It's pretty hard to explain what this state is because it's more of a feeling than a conscious understanding, but I will try my best to describe it. This is the next level of NoFap. I've been doing NoFap for almost 2 years now. I've hit many streaks, but I also experienced many setbacks. But a couple of months back, something happened that would change my perspective on this NoFap journey. I discovered that I wasn't doing this as a challenge anymore. It became like a lifestyle. I got this new mentality and a new outlook on women, masturbation, sex, and pornography. Of course, I knew that porn and masturbation is a bad thing, but this time I didn't just know it, I felt it. It's weird to describe it, but as I said, my brain switched back to its natural sexual state. I think that this description of the next level of NoFap is understandable to some extent, but I feel like I need to explain it further. So, my brain switched back to its natural sexual state. Let's deconstruct this. My brain, it's your mind, the main organ that pornography and masturbation affects. Porn-induced erectile dysfunction, depression, anxiety, low confidence, and everything else that is associated with excessive PMO use can negatively impact the mind. I believe that porn and masturbation doesn't affect your physical being, but rather the overflow of dopamine in your brain after PMO is at fault here. And the problem with that is that it's an easy accessible form of dopamine. What is more difficult? To go and talk to a woman and slowly build a relationship with her? Or just turn on your computer and virtually select any woman that you want and have her do anything you want? That is a source of never-ending excessive amounts of dopamine that, when abused, can create problems which NoFap later on has to fix. Next, the natural sexual state. This is what humans are born with and later on discover. How you are naturally sexually attracted to someone. How, for example, certain things like touch on an attractive person turns you on, or maybe how you are driven to reproduce as a human being. This state can be manipulated by porn and masturbation, as these things are not natural to the brain, and whenever we have a session of PMO, we are teaching our minds to respond sexually to those activities. If abused, these PMO sessions turn into an addiction, and that's how certain men are faced with porn-induced EDs, because when it's time to have sex in real life, it's difficult for the brain and the body to perform, as it switched to the natural sexual state into a state that responds to your touch and your expectations, without the natural sexual stimuli of your partner's touch. Lastly, switched back. As I mentioned, the natural sexual state of the mind is what we are born with and later on discover. PMO use can destroy this state and replace it with another, more unnatural state. That's why when you reach a certain point on your NoFap journey, you switch back. You return to your natural sexual state instead of staying in the fantasy world. And there you go, that's what it means to switch your brain back to its natural sexual state. I hope I explained it well, and if it's still confusing for anybody, I would highly suggest you to just stick to your NoFap journey, have some patience, and throughout the days that you are on your NoFap journey, just try to think about this whole journey more deeply. What it means to be on this journey, what is the actual goal. If you develop patience and the mentality to stay on this journey long term, you will eventually slowly figure out and discover what this state is. And that is when you will reach the next level of NoFap. That is going to be it for this video. I hope you found it helpful, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe for more weekly self-improvement content. Also, comment down below if you yourself have reached the natural sexual state of the mind. And if not, comment down below what your thoughts are on this and how do you understand this. If you want daily NoFap and self-development content, I would highly suggest for you to follow me on my Instagram and on my Twitter. Links will be in the description. If you would like to support this channel and improve its quality, there's going to be links to both my Patreon and my PayPal down in the description. Thank you for anybody who supports me. And that's pretty much it, guys. So thank you for watching this video and stay on your journey.